Yeah, I'm telling you, the kid is really playing some great ball right now. So uh, keep throwing him the ball. If your cog is LaShawn McCoy is still struggling,
Yep.
but
Keep slinging it around.
it's up to Napoleon Dynamite, aka Nick Foles,
God.
to play a
Why
little
don't
bit more.
LaShawn run the ball? Oh my God.
To be a little bit more consistent, so
Can someone give me some tater tot?
I guess everybody's kind of figuring him out here after he came onto the
God.
scene, surprising everybody.
Oh,
Basically,
now they're picking me off. Oh God.
So we got
Vote for Pedro.
All right. Next game is going to be the New York Jets.
Kansas City wins. Next.
You got a score on that one?
I don't give a shit. I just know New York Jets ain't going to be Kansas City. They suck.
I agree with Kevin. Kansas City is going to win.
Jets suck.
This is at Arrowhead. And we already know the Jets' issue. Michael Vick is actually starting the quarterback after the horrid first quarter that Geno Smith
Say it with
displayed.
me now. Jets suck.
Jets.
Suck.
I'm glad you filled that in. All right, so we'll go ahead and move.
They're bad. They're worse than us. They're bad.
They're pretty.
We at least can play defense right now.
Yeah.
They are bad. Just bad. If our quarterback can stop throwing the ball to the other team to where they can run it in for a touchdown, we'd be all right. So you hear me, Blake.
All right.
And I'm not picking you this game either.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and keep it moving, and actually, that was a nice segue.
That's why I said I'm not picking you this week.
Jacksonville at Cincinnati.
Cincinnati wins. A.J. Green comes back, but the way our defense is playing, it all hinders on Blake. That's who these games hinder on now for Jacksonville. How he plays is how we're going to go. If he plays like shit, we're in for a long day. If he keeps throwing pick sixes, we're in for a really long day. Should have beat Miami last week. We were owning Miami in every facet of the game. But 2 pick sixes later, that's what happened.
Gotcha.
He's got to limit, bring them number of interceptions he's thrown so far. Bring them down. Yeah. Cut it in half. Have a game where you don't throw one. It'd be a miracle.
What are you seeing what Blake is not seeing right now when you watch the game? Is there something that he's just trying to...
He's overthinking.
Mm-hmm.
He's overthinking. I told you this before. When he's in the no huddle, and when they're here in a hurry up, he doesn't think as much, and he just plays within the flow of the game. And that's where he's best. He's improvising, and he's able to just flow. Mm-hmm. When you get him to where he has to call the play, and he's overthinking it at the line of scrimmage and everything, that's when he starts making stupid mistakes. He needs to learn from them. Bad part is you don't see him learning from them yet. He made the same kind of throw against Miami last week that he did against Pittsburgh 2 weeks ago. Same result. Pick six coming back the other way. So he needs to learn from what he's doing. Plus, the receivers, they need to learn to come back for the ball and fight for them. Everybody on this offense is young. Everyone. But they need to learn. They need to help him out a little bit. But some of these throws are, you just go, what the hell was you looking at? Why did you even throw that? But he's got to learn from his mistakes, and they got to let him off the leash a little bit.
Right.
They got a leash on him to where they let him go out a certain way, but then you got that little button that you just push and you yank him right back. They need to just let the thing run. They need to let it run like fishing line. Right. Just let him run. Let him run. Let him work in a flow of the game and see how he does. Don't give him too much to overthink. Kind of like yesterday what Florida did with Harris. Give him an easier game plan and just let him work during that flow and let him go and work during the flow of the game. Give him some runs here and there. I've been saying they need to let Blake run a little more. Let him use that athleticism and that big-ass body he's got and let him maneuver and let him get outside and run. Give that threat. And they'll be all right. Just give him some plays to where he don't have to overthink too much.
All right, Cincinnati, no Bernard is playing today.
No Bernard. Which is okay because, the Jaguars' rush defense has been amazing anyway lately. So their front seven has played really, really well.
Hill is coming in to start, so I don't expect the run.
They're going to be throwing the ball a lot. They're going to be throwing the ball.
Let's not pretend that Andy is not been too shabby this season. He's been liable to throw some.
Oh yeah, let's
too.
not get it wrong. There's a chance Jackson, as long as their defense shows up like they have been,
Mm-hmm.
there's a chance Jacksonville stays in this game for a long time. But again, it all hinders on what Blake does. Everything goes back to Blake, not just the offense, but Blake. Our run game's been on point.
Right.
The run game's all of a sudden picked up out of nowhere. Back-to-back 100-yard games for Denard Robinson, who is not a running back. He was transferred over quarterback, but now you see him making decisive moves and hitting the hole and going. You don't see him jitterbugging and doing all the stuff he was doing before. He's trying to get into that natural running back mode.
Gotcha.
But they'll be in the game. It'll be close, but then at the end, I think Cincinnati just comes through. I wouldn't be surprised if Jacksonville is there at the end and able to try to win it. But like I said, if Blake has another shitty game to start off with, yeah, they're done. They're done early. But the defense will show up again.
Yeah, that's defense.
And like I said, next week, DeMarco Murray's rushing, 100 yards rushing stops.
Okay.
We're talking about that next week.
We'll talk about that. We'll go on that next week.
Especially if he gets 100 yards a day.
All right, I got Cincinnati as well, too. We already kind of went into the details about it, but A.J. Green's better give you another threat to throw it to. We don't know how much time he's going to get.
Yeah, we don't know how many plays he's
but
going to
Cincinnati defense is pretty good, too. So I expect this to be a low-scoring game. Yeah, probably, I'm going to say 20 to 10.
Yeah, somewhere around in there. It's going to be like 17, like 23-17, something like that. As long as I get my damn sub, I'm fine.
It's Kobe we trust, right?
It's Kobe we sub.
It's Kobe we sub. Nice.
And our firehouse right down the road from us told us I can have the sign whenever the season's over. So
Oh, sweet.
got me something to get autographed. I'm going to cut it off and get Scobie to sign the part where it says free subs.
Nice.
I'm going to cut it off and let him sign that, and then I'm going to get the rest of the team on it. It's a pretty big sign, too. But they told me, yeah, you can have it. I even talked to the lady. She was like, oh, you come in here all the time. She goes, come in here after the last game and you can have it.
Nice.
I'm like, you got it. I'll be here.
Awesome. All right, San Diego Chargers at the Miami Dolphins.
Chargers. The Chargers. They charge up Miami.
All right.
But again, Miami always has that game that they're supposed to get beat and they win. But they lose this one. I think San Diego will win. San Diego's pretty good on coming to the East Coast and playing ball games. So I'll give San Diego credit. Plus, Phillip is still playing.
Phillip Rivers is
pretty
still playing
good.
MVP ball.
Yeah, he's playing pretty good.
Yeah, I got San Diego win this too. Chargers. I know they took a hit the last few weeks.
The whale's vagina.
Yeah. But I got them winning.
Dumb movie.
Yeah. I don't see really Miami having a. Yeah, but it's weird. Miami always play good teams that they shouldn't beat. But I don't see this being competitive. So I got San Diego winning. All right. Washington Redskins at the Minnesota Vikings.
Wow.
The last 1 o'clock game. And is this where
Robert Griffin III, I think, is playing.
He is activated.
I think he is playing. I'm not sure. I didn't watch the TV when they said it. But I think he is playing today. I think you can hit the button and show him. They'll tell you if you're playing. Now you went to the next week. You went to last week. And now you're at the schedule. Now hit Washington.
There we go.
And we'll see.
We'll go to Washington. We'll get the news on them and see.
That's the good part about recording on a computer is that you can click and look. Sometimes
when the internet want to work for you. But,
yes.
RG, call. So he's going to be, this was the owner and general manager driven decision.
Hey, look, the Redskins bus was involved in an accident going to the game.
That just, boy, that's just bad luck, ain't it? RG3 to get activated and
Did they? But here's the thing, though. If you're a cop in Minnesota, do you sit there and do you make them wait like 3 hours like you do a normal person if they get into a car accident? You be like, sir, I need to look at your registration, your license. Sir, do you have anything you're hiding in the vehicle? Do you have any contraband? Do you have any guns?
What you in a rush for?
I need to go and search the bottom of your bus. Go through every bag. So we make it like a 4-hour process. Half the team's late to the game.
The odds that RG3 was on that bus.
RG3's playing quarterback and corner. They're having to swing both ways.
All right. Well,
That's a funny game.
Who you got?
It's depending on how long the traffic stop was and who I got.
So now the traffic plays a factor in your decision.
Yes,
now.
the wreck plays a factor in my decision-making process. Okay, see, that was a good... Now we're back on it. Now we're awake a little bit more.
That was good.
I'm going to go... I think Washington will win. I think Washington will get a little boost from RG3 coming back. Not saying that he'll play the whole game.
Yeah.
Because you never know. But he'll be playing.
Yeah, you know RG3 injury history has not been the best, so you hoping that he can stay injury-free. You wish the guy just has so many injuries that's going on. But, yeah, I got Washington to win this one as well. This would be a nail-biter, too. I expect it to be low-scoring. So, we'd like to see a productive RG3. I mean, it's kind of crazy that Colt McCoy came in the last few weeks and get you wins, and now he's going back. But that's the whole for the NFL. You know,
that's how it goes.
You got a franchise quarterback that's
look,
back.
all you got to do is look at the Dallas game.
Right.
Wheaton was doing good, and then you put Tony in the last series to get killed again. I'm like, y'all hate Tony Romo.
Yeah.
But, yeah, apparently Clowney's not playing again for the Texans, and the Texans are getting kind of pissed with him. Now the Texans are just starting to get kind of pissed with him, which goes back to the thing. Was everybody right saying he took plays off, he took this kind of stuff off, this and that in college? So it all kind of comes back around.
Makes you wonder.
Yep.
All right.
I had to burp.
All right. Next game, let's go into 4-5. St. Louis at San Francisco. Rams at the 49ers.
To San Francisco. They're in a stadium named after pants.
Levi's
Stadium. The Pants Bowl is what I call it. I'm calling it the Pants Bowl.
This is a division.
San Francisco wins. Why do you keep going back to week 8?
Because I kind of like having a review.
Go to week 9. Go to week 9.
I don't know. I go there.
Week 9.
I'm at week 9.
Week 9.
That's why I switched.
San Francisco wins.
You see what happened? We get in an argument here.
They get St. Louis. See, we went from being good with the traffic stop to now it goes all the way back off. Because of your computer shenanigans.
All right,
no buses got hit on this one.
Yeah, buses hit us after a long day, long weekend. But
I feel like a car hit me.
For real. Oh, that's what you do when you cheer for your teams, man. All right, 49ers is going to win this game.
I feel like that Georgia fan that almost got beat up by all them guys in the truck.
They're still on pace to keep the second place in their division. This division is still Arizona's, but I expect them. It'll be a close game because it's rivalry. Well, not rivalry, but they're in their division. I don't say rivalry. I just say they're within their division. It's a division game. As you squeeze your face over here.
It's a division game.
It's a division game. So, all right, the big one. Denver Broncos at New England Patriots. This is a 16 showdown between the Peyton Manning and the Tom Brady. I don't know why I say the, but I just trying to make. I should have said the to make it sound proper, but I don't know. I'm just.
Or you should have just said the sheriff.
Yeah.
And the other sheriff.
The sheriff.
Or the guy with the guy with the really big head and the guy with the nice hair. Or the guy with the hot chick wife, or the guy with a bunch of pizza shops.
Consequently, in Denver, that is making, or in Colorado, where
he said he's making a killing just because of that law.
So hey, Peyton's benefiting from him, so whatever.
That's funny. They asked him.
He was honest.
They asked him about that too. He goes, "Oh, business has been booming since that law has taken effect."
Nice. All right. I'll let you choose first.
You know who I'm picking.
I know you're picking. Go ahead.
I'm picking the Patriots.
Right.
At home. The only reason I would pick them is because they're at home. If this would have been in Denver, I would have picked Denver. But since it's in New England, I'm going to pick New England at home.
Okay.
That's why.
Gotcha.
See, I would have picked Denver if it was in Denver.
Nice.
But this game, these games with Peyton, you always go with the guy that's at home. Mm-hmm. And somehow always the guy that's at home usually pulls it out.
Right. I'll tell you what, man, this game has been...
Well, we know who you're going to pick.
This game is circled on my calendar.
Homer.
Since I got the schedule down here. And
Homer.